I never used to be afraid of clowns. In fact, I used to love them. As a child, I would eagerly await the arrival of the circus in our town, excited to see the colorful clowns and their silly antics. But now, I can't even look at the clown without feeling a shiver run down my spine. It all started with a certain clown, a creepy killer clown. It was the summer of my 13th birthday when I first encountered him. My friends and I had snuck out of the house for the late-night adventure. We decided to explore the abandoned amusement park on the outskirts of town. It was rumored that the circus had used to perform there and had been shut down due to the freak accident involving one of the clowns. As we made our way through the dilapidated rides and faded signs, I couldn't shake off the feeling that we were being watched. My friends didn't seem to notice, so I brushed it off as my imagination. But as we approached the big top tent, I froze in my tracks. There, standing under the flickering lights, was a clown. But this wasn't like any clown I have ever seen. He was tall, standing at least 6 feet, with a pale white face and blood-red lips. His eyes were dark and seemed to follow our every move. In his hand, he held a large rusty knife. I screamed, grabbing my friends and pulling them back towards the entrance of the park. We ran as fast as we could, no looking back until we were safely inside my friend's house. We were all out of breath and shaking, trying to make sense of what we had just seen. But as the night went on, I couldn't shake off the feeling that the clown was still watching me. I couldn't sleep, knowing that he was out there, waiting. And it wasn't long before my fears were confirmed. The next day, the local news reported a string of murders in our town. The victims were all found with a smile carved into their faces, and witnesses reported seeing a clown in the area. My heart raced as I realized that the clown from the abandoned amusement park was the same one responsible for these horrific crimes. I tried to tell my friends, but they brushed it off as a coincidence. Well, that is, until one of our friends went missing. We knew we had to do something before it was too late. With trembling hands, we went to the police and told them everything. But they didn't believe us. They thought we were just trying to make up a scary story. Frustrated and scared, we took our matters in our own hands. We went back to the amusement park, determined to find evidence to prove our claims. It didn't take long for us to stumble upon a hidden room behind the big top tent. Inside, we found the clown's lair. The walls were covered in disturbing clown faces, and there were piles of bloody knives scattered in the room. But the most chilling part was the large, life-size clown doll sitting in the corner. It resembled the creepy killer clown, but this one had the same stitched into its red and white suit. Smiley. Suddenly, we heard a noise behind us. We turned around to find the killer clown standing in the doorway, a sinister smile on its face. Before we could react, he lunged at us with his knife. We ran for our lives, screaming as we made our way through the abandoned park. We were able to escape, but the killer clown wasn't done with us. Over the next few weeks, he continued to torment us, leaving creeping notes and sinister messages. We were all terrified, living in constant fear of the clown, what he would do next. But it wasn't until the night of my 14th birthday that the clown made his final move. My parents had organized a surprise party for me at the abandoned amusement park, thinking it would be fun and a unique experience. Little did they know, it was the perfect trap set by the killer clown. As I walked into the big top tent, surrounded by my friends, I couldn't shake off the feeling that we were being watched. And that's when I saw him, standing in the center of the ring with a sinister grin on his face. The clown started to laugh as he revealed his true identity. It was one of my classmates, someone I had known for years. He had always been an outcast, but I never would have suspected to be capable of such horror. He had been obsessed with the circus and clowns since he was a child, and after hearing about the tragic accident at the amusement park, he saw it as an opportunity to bring his twisted fantasies to life. As he began to chase us with his knife, we all scattered, desperately running for our lives. But one by one, my friends fell victim to the killer clown. I could hear the screams as he caught them and carved his sinister smile into their faces. But I refused to give in my fear. I ran as fast as I could, determined to escape, and just when I thought I had made it to safety, Smiley appeared in front of me, blocking the exit. I closed my eyes, accepting my fate. But when I opened them, the clown was gone. All that was left was a note addressed to me. It read, "Happy birthday, my dear. See you next year." And with a chill running down my spine, I knew that the killer clown would continue to haunt me, year after year, until he was caught or until he had completed his twisted goal of turning me into one of his victims. To this day, I can't look at a clown without seeing Smiley's sinister grin. And I can't but wonder who will be his next victim.